So you'll see when you first walk in, this is a little foyer area. We got 2 closets, both of which are currently empty. One being the coat closet. What I like to do is every year when the cold kind of phases out, I will donate those jackets because I don't want to have the mental clutter of having stuff in there that I don't use for like extended times, like months and months on end. So that is currently empty, as well as this used to be my cleaning supply closet, but I recently hired a cleaner, so I got rid of all that, and now those just stay empty, which makes me feel really good. Next, we come into the kitchen and the dining room. This area here, I like to have my countertops as clear as possible. The only thing I have on here right now is a blender, which I use every single day for smoothies, so I feel like it makes more sense to just leave it there instead of in and out of the cabinetry. So that always stays there, as well as a glass gallon, which is not just for decoration. I use this. This is like my traveling gallon. So if I'm leaving the house and I want more than just the little cup capacity that I have, that's what that's for. And that leads me into the first cabinet. I have a plate and a cup. This I'll have for meals. Like I said, if I'm at home, this is what I'll use to drink out of. If I'm going anywhere else, glass gallon. And you only need 1 plate. Anything beyond that is excessive. Same with the pots and pans. I have a single pot, a single pan, and that gets me by just fine. As well as the utensil drawer, which has spatulas, spoon, fork, knife, and when you're done with it, you just wash it, and you don't need sets and sets of all that stuff. It's just gonna clutter your mind. This is the food pantry. Now, it's nothing special. I don't have chips in there. There's not cookies. I didn't just throw everything out before this tour started to make it look like I don't have that much stuff in there. This is truly how it always looks. And the only thing that's in here is stuff that like doesn't expire super quick, such as honey, apple cider vinegar, matcha, all 3 of which I use every single day. The matcha, sometimes I like skip days, depending on how I feel. The apple cider vinegar and honey, I'm religious about those. I do that every day. If you don't currently do that every day, or you've never heard of it, look it up. Super beneficial. But that's it for like the dry fruits. I don't even know that I have, so the freezer has some organic strawberries for smoothie. I usually have more mixed fruits, so I'll kind of buy those day to day. And the only thing in here is butter. What I like to do is every single day I'll either order some sort of DoorDash or I'll just go grocery shopping, and I feel like it keeps you sharp because during the day when you're working, doing whatever you need to do, you know that there aren't snacks in here, so it's easier to have a stronger work ethic and not just gravitate towards the kitchen. So it keeps you sharp, on your toes. Shop every single day, and you can just be a little bit more interesting because you get last minute, you're like, oh, you know, I want turkey, and maybe you had bought chicken the day before. So that's how I like to do it. Living room, pretty basic. I didn't have a couch for the longest time, and then I started to make a couple friends. I was like, hey, we need a spot to entertain. So that's why the couch is here. And it fits nicely. It doesn't take up too much space. I don't feel like it inhibited any of my usual activities. It kind of flows in nicely, and I like it. This planter, honestly, I got it just for the aesthetics. I don't have tons of a green thumb, and I'm not a huge plant guy, but I feel like it looks nice. So that's why that's there. I didn't even mention the chessboard, but I already started a game, and all this like back and forth. I got 2 benches, so sometimes I'm like, let's come over here, you know, we'll just essentially make one move, and then go to the other side, you know, and I'll make this move. And it's just a back and forth thing, throw on some music, and it doubles as like my chess area and my eating table, which I feel like is really important. To at least have a spot to like eat that's not the couch, in my opinion. So yeah, I really do that. I really play chess on my own for hours, a lot of nights. It's amazing. Throw on some music, and you just get lost in it. I love it. 2 bedrooms. Let's do the main bedroom first, where I actually sleep, which is evident by the single mattress on the floor, linen sheets, if you know, you know, 1 pillow. I like this setup. I've never been a huge bed frame fan. I feel like you are a lot more motivated in the morning to just roll off onto the floor and start your day. I find I spend less time in bed in the morning by doing it this way, and it's simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it. And this has worked really well for me so far. There's a single closet in here. This is my clothes closet. I have a pair of work pants, sweatpants for the gym, black t-shirt, white t-shirt, a fancy little striped shirt, which I actually use for the gym as well, a long sleeve, and then I usually have a quarter zip in there. I'm wearing it right now. This is all I own. There's nothing in the laundry, so I keep it really simple. I typically do laundry once a day, once every other day, because as you can see, there's not a ton. It's like a super capsule wardrobe. Same with socks, 2 pairs of socks, underwear, tank top, and a belt. And then the backpack I use for when I travel, because I don't like to check bags, I like to carry on, and a backpack is more than enough for my needs. And that is that. The other bedroom right now is an office. And kind of the same idea in here. You don't have just a bunch of unintentional furniture staged just to have it. It's very purpose-driven in terms of everything that's in here gets used very efficiently. I have a monitor which I hook up to my laptop, a mouse, HDMI obviously, portable charger for my phone, pen, blue light glasses. This ring light I use more for a tripod. I don't really use the light portion of it, but you can. But it fits really nicely in that corner there. The closet hardly has anything in it. It has a laptop bag up top that I can carry my computer around in, 2 extension cables, a charging wire for my phone, and a book. And it used to have a little bit more stuff in it, but I recently went through a big purge where I got rid of a ton of wires and mystery cables, and it's been really nice just to open it and know that everything in there is stuff that I use on a regular basis, and I know what it's for. This is the bathroom. Super simple on the countertop. This usually stays up here, honestly, because I use it every day. It's the only thing I use for skincare. Aloe vera, I'll use it at night. Coconut oil, I'll use it in the morning. That's my whole skincare routine. Soap. The only drawer I use in this entire bathroom is this one for just my basic necessities of toiletries, toothbrush, retainer, floss, razor, stuff like that, deodorant. Pretty simple. The only other thing I have under here is a toiletry bag that I use when I travel, but 99% of the time that stays parked right in there. Super clean, super efficient. Same with the shower. I have body soap because I don't believe in shampoo. Not that I don't believe in it, I just think there's a lot of benefits to not using it. So I have body wash, and that's really it for the bathroom. And that's it for the whole apartment, because that is everything. 2 bedrooms, living room, bathroom, kitchen, dining room. And that's that. Thanks for coming by.